Hi everyone, I'm going to be talking about the time when I actually got scammed and botched for my eyelash extensions. Botched is definitely not the right word. I'm just saying that because I had a terrible experience. So I'm going to be explaining that in this video. I don't do long intros, so we're going to get right into it. I wanted eyelash extensions because so many Instagram girls look so beautiful with them, and I was just like, I want to be just like them. I want to get my lashes done and I just want to look pretty, you know. And so I noticed that one of my acquaintances had her eyelashes done and they looked really good. They looked natural, all of that, you know, professionally done. And I was like, hey, where'd you get your lashes done? And she was like, oh, like this place over here. And I was like, that's literally right around the corner from my house. Like I could literally drive up there, get them done, you know, do whatever. Okay, the first red flag is that this place was in a nail shop. And you see, most professional eyelash places that like do eyelashes, they have their own eyelash studio. It's not in a building for a, it's not like a part of a different building. So for example, if you go to a meat shop and you're there specifically for turkey, and then in the back corner there's someone selling like iPhones, like it's gonna look suspect, you know, because it's a meat shop. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it too in detail, but to me it was like that was a nail shop for nails, but then they also do eyelash extensions, but it's not even on their website that they do eyelash extensions. So that was the first red flag. And then I asked her, I was like, okay, well, how much did they cost you? You know, was it expensive? Because I know, you know, the professional eyelash people charge what, $200, $150, like nothing less than like $150 is how much these people charge. So I was like, how much do they charge? Like, am I gonna have to spend a band? And she was like, oh no, they were only $70. And I was like, that's a deal. Like, I'm gonna take that offer, but I should have known that if you want something good, you're gonna have to pay the price for it. And I didn't realize that because I was just going for the deal instead of going somewhere professional and making it look right and paying the expensive price for that. So I was like, okay, like I'm gonna call them just to make sure, because like I said, the eyelash package was not even on their website, which was suspect, and I should have known from that. So I called them like the next day and I was like, hi, like do you guys do eyelash extensions? And she was like, yes we do. Nothing else, no consultation, like nothing, just yes we do eyelash extensions. I was like, how much are they? You know, $70, tip obviously, all that type of stuff. And so she was like, you have to make an appointment though, like I have one for 2:30 tomorrow. I was like, perfect, like I'm gonna go do whatever, yeah. And so mind you, I've been to this place before to do my nails. I never knew that they did eyelash extensions too. So when I walk in, this place is very tiny. They probably have 4 stations to do nails because this place is so tiny. So I'm like, where are they going to do eyelash extensions? Tell me why I walked to the back and there's a side door that I didn't even know about. A tiny room with a cot bed. A cot bed with a airplane pillow. Those pillows that the airlines give to you so you can like be comfortable in the little seat in the airplane. I was given an airplane pillow to rest my head on a cot summer camp bed. So I'm looking around, I'm just like, oh, like this is where we're doing it. She had a little, like, I'm not trying to knock anyone's hustle or their business, but this is a professional establishment that does nails, so you would think that they would have everything they need to do eyelash extensions. So tell me why she had like a little office desk lamp little thing to you know put over your face to do lashes and stuff. And so I lay down and she's like, you know, looking, touching my eyes, and she's like, you have really curly eyelashes, like this is gonna be very hard. First of all, you should not tell someone that, because that's gonna make them not want to do it. That's gonna make them get up and go to someone who knows how to work with curly eyelashes. Like my natural eyelashes are so curly that they will curl under themselves, like literally a spiral. And she was like, it's gonna be very hard for me to do it. And I'm the type of person that doesn't know how to say no. Like honestly, like I'm working on it. That's my new resolution for 2020, is learning how to say no. So when she told me that, I was kind of just like, should I get up or yeah? And so I just stayed there, and you know, she started doing stuff. She got her little kit of lashes. They were the, okay, I watched a lot of videos about this, and people were saying that if lash techs use the mink eyelashes, then it's cheap. But if they use like a different style or like a thinner lash, then they're doing it right. I don't know. When she pulled out the mink thick ones, I knew that it would be too heavy for my lashes since they're already thin and like naturally curly and stuff. And so she's doing them, you know, putting them on, and literally all I feel is like pokes, like on like the flesh part of my eye, like, you know, where it's like flesh and people tight line with eyeliner. Like I felt pokes right there, and she was doing it underneath, on top, underneath, on top, kind of like to sandwich my like natural lashes in between. And so literally the whole time I was crying, like my eyes were watering, dripping, and she was like, you can't be crying, you or else it'll mess up the glue and I have to restart if you keep crying. And I was like, I literally can't help it. Like, what the fuck type of glue are you using to make me do this? And she also put tape on my eyes, but it was like actual tape. Like, you know how they tape down like your lashes at the bottom so that it doesn't like mix and stuff? She used actual tape with my lashes. And I was like, most people use like the little like teardrop cotton pad looking things, or like they tape it to cross it a certain way. She was using actual tape. You know, I was crying, the tears were getting into the tape, it was irritating my skin. And the crazy thing about it too was that it only took her like 45 minutes to finish both eyelashes, and when I was done, they were thick, huge, dramatic, and that was not what I wanted. I literally told her I wanted natural, and she gave me thick, dramatic lashes. Like I could barely open my eyes. Like I was like, it felt like I was like walking around like this all the time, but imagine like this but with thick eyelashes. Like my eyes didn't look open. Like my eyes are already naturally small, so to have big dramatic, like it just didn't fit my face. And so when we finished, she took off the tape, and I wish I still had pictures for this, but I don't. She took off the tape, and my skin was red and irritated. Red patches of like what the tape did to my skin. And like touching it hurt so bad. Like I remember like not being able to wash my face for like 3 days because the tape irritated my skin, the tears irritated my skin, and the tears mixing with the glue, mixing with the tape adhesive irritated my skin. And I was just like, oh my god. And so let me just remind you again that this is a nail salon and we are in the back room. So when I'm finished, I have to walk out in front of all these people who are gonna see me and see what I look like. When I walk out, the person who did my lashes is like, oh, it looks like you got punched in the face. It looks like I punched you in the face. Oh my god. Like the damage is already done. Like don't say anything now because like just let me pay you and walk out and never come back again. And so these lashes, like they lasted me a pretty long time, but like the thing about lashes is that like they start to fall out and you don't know where they're gonna fall out, how many are gonna fall out. So when they were falling out, I had like a clump of big dramatic lash, empty space, clump of big dramatic lash, and then on one side like the lashes would not fall out at all. And so they lasted me like, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks, which I think is pretty good. But also if you're using glue that you're not supposed to be using for your lashes, like obviously they're gonna stay that long. I was at the point where I literally had like a clump at the very end, a clump at the very front, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take these out. And so I was watching YouTube videos of how people take them out themselves because I was not about to drive my ass back up to that nail salon and have this woman touch anywhere on my face, rip my eyelashes out. That was not about to happen. If I rip my lashes out, I'm going to do it myself. So I bought coconut oil because people said that you use Q-tips and you kind of like massage it in between your eyelashes to make them start to fall out, and that was working. But for some of them they wouldn't come out, and I actually like lost a lot of my eyelashes. Like they were very thin for like a really long time. Like I want to say like the first 2 weeks they were very thin, and honestly it took my lashes about like July until December. It took my eyelashes probably like 6 months to like really go back to how they were. And to be honest, my lashes are never gonna get back to how they were because my lashes before were super curly. I would always get compliments about my lashes, like even when I had no mascara on, like just my natural curly eyelashes. And it was like doing eyelash extensions like really just messed that up. Like my lashes will never be the same. Like yes, castor oil and using different products will help it regain, you know, its strength and its thickness, but they will never be the same, you know. When I took these lashes out, like my eyes were puffy. I lost a lot of lashes, like a lot, and I'm never getting eyelash extensions again just because of her. Even if I pay $200 for the best technician in fucking California, Calabasas, I'm never getting eyelash extensions again. I don't care. And so I'm gonna insert pictures of my lashes after, and I'm gonna tell you how I regained my strength in my lashes, getting them curly again. And basically all I use is castor oil. You can get this on Amazon for I think like $7, and if you can see, like from the side, like it was full all the way to the top, and now I'm at like halfway, which is like right here. And this has worked wonders. Like when I started using it, I noticed my lashes changing within like, I want to say a month, but like for my lashes to really get back to a little bit of how they were before I got eyelash extensions, it took like, I don't know, maybe like 3 months to regain everything back. Castor oil is good for promoting hair growth, so even if you do just use these on your lashes, you can literally use it for any part of your hair that you want to grow to promote growth. So I use it on my edges, in my hair, just all over my hair if I want it to grow. Basically, moral of the story is do not go to places that are cheap just because you don't have the money, because most of the time if you pay for something that's cheap, you're not going to get everything that you want out of it. It's the cost and benefit thing that you have to really think about. I kinda don't want to say the name of this place because it's gonna reveal where I live, because like I said, it's literally down the street and then I turn right and I'm in the parking lot. Do not stoop down just because you have the money for it or the facilities or whatever. Just pay the price and you will like it, okay? So that was my story time. Don't get scammed like I did. Yeah, okay, talk to you guys later.